Tourism Pathshala, it will transform your dream into reality. Good afternoon, all of my students, Tourism Studies and Management. Today we are going to solve the IGNOU's previous year question paper. This subject is based on TH2 Tourism Development, Product Operation and Case Studies. This topic is also important for Bachelor, Master's, UGC, NEET and JRF student. Now, block 1 of TH2 based on 4 to 4 unit. First 2 unit is based on profiling of tourist profiling domestic and international tourist. The block 1 unit 1 based on profiling of tourist, the previous year's question, what is profiling of tourist, how is profiling of foreign tourists done. This question was given June 2024. Next, what do you mean by profiling of tourist? As a tour operator, how will you use it for your business? This question has come December 2023. Question number 3. What is the method of profiling of tourist? Elaborate the significance for a destination. Or what do you understand by profiling of tourist? Explain in what way profiling of tourist beneficial for destination. These all types of question is based on the concept of profiling of tourist. What are the objective and purpose of profiling of tourist, and way and the method of profiling of tourist, and why it is important for destination planning or the perspective of tour operator. These are the fundamental conception of profiling of tourist. And second part, this is the first part of my video, and second part, the second section is the guest-host relationship. Unit 3, the guest-host relationship, the why is it important to profiling the host. Explain the significance of studying guest-host relationship. And short note, guest-host relationship. So you will get the question for importance of guest-host relationship. And third portion, the sociology, anthropology and tourism. The question can become, this question can come, that discuss the relationship between sociology, anthropology and tourism. Number 1. Number 2, what is sociology of tourism? Describe methodologies adopted to studying the sociology of tourism. This question has become June 2024, June 2023. In my first part of the video, I will discuss the profiling of tourist, the different perspective of profiling of tourist, and in my second part, I will discuss the answer the guest-host relationship management and relationship between sociology, anthropology and tourism. Before going to discuss the answer, at first we have to understand the important unit and or important area of block 1. Block 1 based on 4 unit. The number 1, profiling of tourist, profiling of foreign tourist and provide some essential data on international flow. Second, profiling of domestic tourists. So block 1, unit 1 and unit 2 based on profiling of tourists, domestic and foreign tourists. Next, we have to understand the guest-host relationship. And final unit 4 is based on the relationship between sociology, anthropology and tourism. Now we are going to understand the profiling of foreign tourist. So what is the first question of our first question? What do you mean? What do you mean by profiling of tourist? As a tour operator, how will you use it? How will you use it for your business? Already I have mentioned the important various question of the profiling of tourist. Profiling of tourist, the first topic we have to understand the concept of profiling of tourist. The profiling of tourist means a statistical analysis of the factor in relation to any destination is known as the profiling of tourists. So profiling means that the profiling of tourists means statistical analysis about himself or herself And profiling of tourists also related the destination, this relation to any destination they have choiced or they visit. And why profiling of tourists is important? Now imagine the situation in the service industry like tourism, where every service segment must know the in detail about the client to be served. Before profiling of the tourist, we have to understand, to providing the service to the tourist, we have to understand about the client. Here client is the tourist. For our sustained growth, profiling of tourism is very essential for the sustained growth of any tourist destination. And this is the main fundamental concept, is a statistical analysis of the tourist. Now, it also helps to understand the consumer preference, what consumer need, understand the distinctive features of consumer and their preference. So these are the important perspective of the answer. Profiling of tourist. As a student, we have to write at first concept, then why it is necessary. Now you have to mention how it facilitated and what are the major objectives. The first we have understand the profiling of tourists. Now we are going to study the tourist profile also facilitate the improvement in planning and deciding on development priority. Number one, planning and deciding on development priority. Number two, marketing strategy of tourism product. And number three, service. Three are the important area for the facilities, the improvement of profiling of tourists, and which also help to sustain growth of tourism industry. Today, the profiling is also help for understand the guest-host relationship also and tourism impact. The next important area, guest-host relationship, how organization, travel tourism organization develop the guest-host relationship and what kinds of impact will create in tourism industry. Also, profiling of tourists help us. Next, according to survey, this is the old survey, but more or less the same purpose, same objective of profiling of tourists, international as well as national or domestic tourists. Important objective are first of all socio-economic and demographic understanding. To access the socio-economic and demographic understanding of international tourists. I mention here the keyword, my dear student. It will very helpful for your own understanding. It will very helpful to remember. This keyword will help also for the fast revision. It also help for your exam. You can remember easily. Now you can make the sentences. Next important area to identify the factor influencing their choice of India as place to. A factor influence. What are the first socio-economic demographic profile to understand? Second, factor influence. Third, it also helps to understand the estimate of expenditure pattern of international tourists, the expenditure. Next key point, duration of stay. To identify place visited and duration of stay and accommodation used at each place. Next, we can understand the preference to access the preference for type of accommodation, tariff rate, various facilities and services. Next, our topic, level of satisfaction. To access the level of satisfaction of tourists in respect of various factors associated with tourism. Next, consumer price index to work out the construction of consumer price index for international tourists, and finally to assess the demographic particular. Demographic particular means the demographic profile. What are the important characteristics of demographic profile? The first of place of residence, from where they come, age and sex, male, female, or third sex, educational status, economic activities and status, occupation, purpose and frequency of visit, and factor influencing the choice of destination. These are very helpful to understand the demographic profile of the tourist. Our next key point, the education, to understand the educational status. These are the area which helpful for our main purpose and objective to write the profiling of tourist. Next, our important area educational status. No schooling, complete primary education. Third, completed secondary education, completed university or college graduation studies, and completed other studies. These are the area of educational status. Next important area, the economic status. The first of all, status means the current position. Economic status can be identified employed, unemployed, non-economically activity and non-economically activity. Non-economic activities mean students, homemakers, income recipients, and others. Next important area, occupational status. The legislature, senior official, managers, professional, technical associate professor, clerk, service worker, skill agriculture, fishery worker, craft related, plant, armed forces, the different types of occupational status. And finally, marital status can be unmarried, currently married, divorced or separated, and widow. These are the important area of statistical analysis of profiling of tourists. And next important area, the purpose of visit. Under the profile of tourist, we have to understand organization on to understand the purpose of visit. Purpose of visit can be classified into 6 categories. Number one, leisure or recreation and holiday. Number two, visiting friend and relative VFR, business and professional purpose, health treatment, religious and pilgrimage purpose, and others purpose. These are the purpose of visit. Apart from different factor also motivate for choice of destination. There may be security purpose, perception of security, tourist appeal, cost about alternate destination choice. These are the another factor. And parallelly, if you can mention this conclusion part, foreign tourist profile, the current data set situation, foreign tourist profile in India. In 2023, 19.2 crore foreign tourists visited India, which is significant increase from 2021, when only 10.54 lakh tourists visited. So, reason for visiting India: for India's rich cultural heritage, visit various fair festivals, yoga and meditation. But this data is very important. In 2023, 19.2 crore foreign tourists. India tried to recover after pandemic, the post-pandemic situation. We try to recover from this situation, from post-pandemic situation. India foreign tourist arrival in India day after day, year after year increasing. That is very positive sign. So these are the data answer of our important question related the profiling of tourist. So my dear student, I hope you can understand this answer, and it will be very helpful for your own preparation, for your remember, and for the fast revision, and you can deliver this answer skillfully, effectively, efficiently in your exam. So keep touch with this channel. Day after day you will get the important question answer analysis. This is a question paper analysis series for your upcoming exam. Thank you.